Now, whether it's checking the football results or simply getting the latest travel news, Ceefax...
Or getting the weather, of course.
Or getting the weather, indeed. Ceefax is still the first place that many people turn for information. With 20 million people using it every week, it really has lasting appeal.
Well, let's take a little look at a clip of Angela Rippon, not dancing, introducing the service to the nation 30 years ago today.
In the tranquil setting of this 19th century country mansion, less than 20 miles from the heart of London, a team of BBC engineers have been helping to plan what can best be described as a revolution. A revolution, that is, in communication, and one that will reach straight into the home through that familiar piece of furniture, the television set. What's involved is a program system of an entirely new kind, for this one has been designed quite deliberately to put the ultimate power into the hands of every individual member of the viewing audience. The power, that is, to choose not just which part of the programme you want to watch, but also when. And it's all done at the touch of a button.
Well, here to talk more about Ceefax is Andrew Oliphant. He was one of the team who worked on Ceefax in the beginning, and George Buchanan, who researches new gadgets and technology at the University College of London. Andrew, let's start with you. A huge step, of course, in technology at its inception, but now it seems rather out of date, doesn't it?
I don't think it's out of date at all, Natasha. It still gives you what it gave you at the beginning. The latest news, weather, all those things, all the information that our viewers and listeners want.
It is extraordinary that 20 million people still use the service every single week, but if you do look at other services such as the internet and other advances in technology, it does seem a little old-fashioned.
It can sometimes seem a little clunky, but we've built on the experience that we gained with Ceefax to design the new interactive services that'll come along with the digital television services.
So many people rely on it, don't they, Andrew? George, the simplicity of Ceefax really seems to be its saviour.
Absolutely. Like lots of people, there's plenty of research in this, struggle every day with the use of the internet and the web. They find it hard, even using search engines like Google, to find what they want. Interactive television, and particularly Ceefax and similar services across the world, have proven to be much more accessible to people on parts of cost, but also just easier to use because of the very simple concept of having page numbers, which people are used to even from the early stages of reading at school.
Absolutely. Andrew, talk to us about the early days of Ceefax. I mean, it was a real revelation. It must be very exciting to work on the service.
It was, and people thought that it would completely revolutionise information, that it might even get rid of newspapers altogether. It was something that BBC's R&D department had been thinking about for some time, along with a lot of other broadcasters. We're always looking for opportunities to offer new services, better services to our viewers and listeners, the licence payers, and Ceefax was a good opportunity.
George, it does have its limitations still, though, doesn't it? For instance, doesn't do open quotation marks or something like that. Why is that?
Well, there are various technical limitations based on what was available when the system was designed. Like, you only had 256 characters that you could do anything with. Compared to what we've got today with higher resolution graphics with interactive TV and so on, we're talking about 30 years on. Naturally, there are going to be differences in display capacities and interaction. But actually, many of the features that Common or Gordon Interactive TV have are based on just the same handset you use with Ceefax. So the basics are still, from the user's point of view, very much the same things and very much the foundation stone for lots of other more modern services that take up the same idea.
All right, George Buchanan, thank you very much. Andrew Oliphant, thank you very much, and happy birthday to the whole team.
Thank you. 30 years old today. And of course, Ceefax very good for checking out the share prices. Also, very good way for finding out is listening to Declan. Here he is. Morning, Declan.
Hello, Dermot. Hello, Natasha. Good morning, everyone.